Hello my dear students of BSc, MSc, even plus 2. This is also important for plus 2 students. So today's our topic is that is dielectric materials and about some properties of dielectric materials. Here first of all in this we will study about the dielectrics. What are the dielectrics? So dielectrics, they are basically, we know that all of you know that they are insulators. They are basically insulators. And dielectrics, we can also say that the dielectrics are the substances which have no free electric charges, which do not have free charges under ordinary circumstances, or you can say no net flow of electric charges. Clear? Or electrons in a dielectric, they are tightly held by a individual atoms, so no free electrons are available for the conduction. So this is about dielectrics. And when we apply the electric field, then displacement of charges takes place. Clear? When we apply electric field, that we will discuss later on. So then about the important properties of the dielectric. What are their important properties? So the important properties of the dielectrics, that is about the dielectric loss. About the dielectric loss means they have an important property, that their ability to support electrostatic field. Their ability to support electrostatic field. Clear? Ability to support electric field. Clear? While dissipating minimum energy, in the form of heat. Clear? So lower the dielectric loss, this is I stand for lower the dielectric loss, the more effective is the dielectric material. Clear? So first property. Second is about the dielectric constant. So dielectric constant, you can say that the extent to which a substance concentrate the electrostatic lines of flux. Extent, you can write extent to which a substance concentrates the electrostatic lines of forces of flux. Okay, clear? So that is called dielectric constant. And the dielectric constant of some materials is low, some is medium, some have high dielectric constant. Low, for example, dry air, perfect vacuum, dry gases. ठीक है, dry gases में helium, ठीक है जी, nitrogen. So for that the dielectric constant is low. And medium for paper, mica, all distilled water, you can also see here distilled water, you can also write here distilled water. Clear? And the high for metal oxide, for example aluminium oxide. Clear ji? Now the materials which have high dielectric constant, okay, for example as aluminium oxide, they are used to make the manufacturing of high value capacitors with small physical volume. But sometimes there will be a dielectric breakdown. If we apply voltage across a dielectric material become very large, then material begins to conduct electricity, and this phenomenon is called dielectric breakdown. Sometimes it occur in the materials which have high dielectric constant. Clear? And the material having medium and low, they are dielectric breakdown is, the chances of electric breakdown is very small. Clear? So if there is a dielectric breakdown, then there is a permanent damage. Clear? These materials low and medium, they withstand electrostatic fields. So as intense as low dielectric constant, then high. I can say that they have a chances, the material having high dielectric constant, they have a chances of you can say dielectric breakdown than these material which having low medium. Yeah, generally we use mica paper as a dielectric materials. Then that is very very important in these materials, that is polarization. Polarization, how these materials get polarized. So when we apply electric field, then displacement of charges occurs. Then there is a displacement of charges, means when we apply electric field, then there act a force that displaces the charges, positive and negative charges. And if there is a separation or displacement of charges takes place, then there is a creation of dipole. And when there is a creation of dipole, then we can say that dipole gets polarized. ठीक है जी, मटीरियल गेट डायपोल नहीं, मटीरियल गेट पोलराइज्ड. एंड व्हेन मटीरियल गेट पोलराइज्ड, then there will be a dipole moment, then there will be a dipole moment. You can, I will draw a simple diagram. For example, we have this plates of a capacitor and inside a dielectric material, and we are applying electric field, that is you can say E naught या E any. And due to when material polarized, then there will be a dipole moment, and due to that polarization there will be another electric field, that is polarized electric field, and that is that directed opposite to the applied field. For example, this is negative sign, here is positive positive positive, and this is polarized electric field, this is inside dielectric. So this act opposite to this, and net जो electric field है that lowers, that is less than applied field, because at that time this will be directed opposite, so net field will be E naught minus EP. Clear जी? So when dielectric polarized, that reduces the electric field in the interior, ठीक है जी. And that polarization, that is directly proportional to applied electric field, directly proportional to applied electric field. This is in the case when there is a for large number of dielectrics, then at that time field strength are not too large, and generally JD polarization that is equal to dipole moment per unit volume. Then there are some important definitions. All of you are familiar with these definitions. First is dielectric constant. So dielectric constant, there is a relationship between epsilon r, epsilon n, epsilon naught. Okay, so it is defined as a ratio of the permittivity of the medium. Epsilon is the permittivity of the medium, and epsilon naught is the permittivity of the free space. Clear जी? And it has no units. Or what does it gives? It gives the measure of polarization. It gives the measure of polarization in the dielectric materials. Clear? Dielectric materials. ठीक है जी. Then is polarizability. What is polarizability? Polarizability, that we have done previous, that polarization is directly proportional to electric field. ठीक है जी. If field applied field is E is increased, then dipole moment P also increases, and we can say that P is directly proportional to E. And if P is directly proportional to E, then there is a relation P is equal to alpha E, and this alpha is a constant of proportionality and is called polarizability. Clear? And this E is the E local. I will discuss this later on. E local. Okay. Then is electric flux density. Electric flux density or electric displacement, that symbolically represented by D, that is symbolically represented by this D, and we know that D is equal to epsilon naught E. Sometimes there is a plus P, and that will be generally we take epsilon naught E. Clear? So this is a relationship. This is also called electric displacement. Electric displacement. ठीक है जी. और electric displacement, what is this? This is the number of electric lines of force. Number of the electric lines of forces passing normally through unit area. You can say the number of electric lines of force passing normally through unit area. Clear? Then there is a electric susceptibility. So susceptibility, what is the physical significance? What is it tells? Susceptibility tells the amount of polarization a given electric field produces. Amount of polarization a given electric field produces, and that is denoted by Xi. And we know, we have done in the previous articles that magnetic susceptibility, that is equal to total magnetization divided by H. Here we take polarization divided by electric field. ठीक है जी. That is, and there is a relationship between epsilon r dielectric constant and susceptibility, that is equal to epsilon r minus 1. So you have done this relationship in +2, so no need of derivation. Then also there are some another that is polarization vector also. Polarization vector. And what is polarization vector? That is sometimes P vector we can denote. It is polarization vector. P vector is defined as the dipole moment induced per unit volume. That in polarization we write P, and if we dipole polarization vector we write P vector. It defined as dipole moment induced per unit volume of the dielectric material. And if n be the number of molecules per unit volume, if n be the P, we write it P, and it is defined as the dipole moment induced per unit volume of the dielectric material. And if n is the number of molecules per unit volume in a dielectric, then P vector is equal to n into P, small p, that is the dipole moment. ठीक है जी. Then our main thing that is very very important, that is the local electric field at an atom. So the local electric field at an atom, that is the field actually effective in polarizing the atom of a solid. Field that actually effective in polarizing the atoms of the solid. And if we are taking for this, we are taking here a parallel plate capacitor. This is we are considering that a parallel place capacitor, and dielectric is in between the plates of a capacitor. And there is a polarization. This is electric field and also polarization P. Clear? And the material is polarized uniformly. On a macroscopic, you can say, scale. We can say this. Okay? By placing it in when we place it, this is a dielectric. When we place in an electric field, then this material get polarized. All of you know that how it polarized. And this is an atom. This is a sphere, and this is an atom. Clear? So inside a negative, like atom, inside negative, positive, negative, positive. So if here are negative, here is a positive, here will be negative, here will be positive, negative, positive. How it polarized? Or this is also called, we can say, calculation of local field, or you can say that the dielectric outside the sphere, dielectric outside this sphere has been replaced by a system of charges induced at the surface of sphere. Clear जी? Surface of sphere. ठीक. So we can say that the part of dielectric external to the sphere may be replaced by a system of charges induced at the spherical surface, as shown in this figure. So electric field at the center of sphere, we are writing this local electric field is actually effective in polarizing the atoms of a solid. ठीक है जी. So electric field at the center of sphere, that may be written as E local, and that is equal to E naught plus, I am telling you what is E naught, what is EP, what is all these. E naught plus EP, ES plus EM. ठीक है जी. What is E naught? E naught is the primary electric field. E naught is the primary electric field due to charges on the plates. Clear? And what is EP? EP is the field due to polarization charges at the plate dielectric interface. ठीक है जी. Due to polarization, because here we have a small spherical region inside the dielectric with the atom, for which the local field we have to be calculate. ठीक है जी. So we are considering the radius of the sphere is chosen large enough to consider the region outside the sphere as a continuum. So while the region inside the sphere we are taking as the actual structure of the substance. ठीक है जी. So that's why we writing here field due to polarization charges at the plate dielectric interface. And what is ES? Field due to charges induced at the spherical surface. ठीक है जी. So a polarized beta, this get polarized, material get polarized. So one field is due to the charges induced at the spherical surface, one due to the charges of the plate interface. ठीक है. One due to the charges on the primary electric field due to the charges on the plates, and EM, that is a field due to dipoles of the atom. Dipoles of the atoms inside the spherical. One due to this, second due to this, third due to this, fourth due to this. ठीक है जी. So but these two field due to polarization of the plate dielectric interferes and due to charges on the plates, these are both are, we can take E, that is the macroscopic electric field due to dielectric, the charges on the dielectric. So we take this E naught plus EP, that is equal to E. So E is the macroscopic field inside the dielectric. So we take E is equal to E naught plus EP. So I am writing E local. Now E plus ES plus EM. ES plus EM. Now if we are considering the crystals which are of high symmetry, high symmetry means for example the cubic crystals, they are highly symmetrical. For example cubic crystals, so for that EM is equal to 0. Why EM is equal to 0? This is because EM is the field due to dipoles inside the spherical surface. So and in such crystals they are randomly distributed in positions. So if they are randomly oriented, then they will cut each other, then total EM that will be equal to 0. Total EM, this is only for with isotropic materials. For anisotropic material, for anisotropic for anisotropic materials, this is not equal to 0. We are supposing the isotropic materials. So if this is equal to 0, then our total, that is E local, that is equal to E plus ES. If E local is equal to E plus ES, and ES we can calculate ES, and ES, that is a full derivation. And yes, that you can remember this. If you want, you can give me a comment in the comment section. I will give you the solution. ठीक है जी. ES is equal to 4 pi p over 3. ठीक है जी. And so E local that is equal to E plus 4 pi p by 3. ठीक है जी. So we can show that from this that E local is indeed different from this E. This is different from this E. ठीक है. And E local is larger than this E. ठीक है जी. So what is the E local? So E local is the effective field in polarizing the atoms of a solid. So E local is equal to E plus 4 pi p by 3. So this is all about this. Thank you very much.